In this video, we're going to be talking about the huge market crash that could potentially be coming tomorrow in NBA 2K25 Myteam, and just to go over what the market's looking like right now. Is the market high? Is the market low? When you guys should be selling your cards, looking to buy cards, all that type of stuff about the market right now. So obviously, as most guys or most people that do play the game know, that we do get a Friday drop every single Friday. Last week was the Pantheon set, and I think we can all agree this wasn't the best of sets in this world. Like, yeah, Dr. J is one of the best cards in this game, but he's also an invincible. They could drop, I don't know, Brian Scalabrine as an invincible card, and he's going to be one of the best small forwards because they all have like good jump shots. They all have the same dribble sigs. They're all 99 stats. They all have 12 legend badges, and it wasn't just that hype of a drop because we already had invincible KDs. We already had a shooting guard, that was an invincible card. So I'm hoping this Friday, I mean, a lot of people are of course going to be expecting out of position, and I think 2K has to drop out of position because literally I talk about this every single Thursday, or every single time I talk about the set in season 6. They tweeted out before season 6 dropped, and they said that season 6 is going to be filled with all of my team's favorite classic sets of the past. So for example, fan favorites, signature series, prime, Pantheon, right? These are all sets that everybody knows that plays my team, but probably the most popular set besides fan favorites is out of position. I mean, we could think back to 2K23, we could think back to 2K22 with that out of position MJ. 23, I believe, was the Jokic at point guard with Kevin Garnett, Jimmy Butler, Ron Artest. That set, I believe that was 2K23, and even in the past before that, they've done out of position for quite a while now, and it's maybe not the greatest set in this world because I know a lot of people get hyped up for it. I will say it's probably one of the most hyped sets in this game that does release pretty much every year. I don't think we got an out of position set last year, but I didn't play last year, so I don't actually know. Probably should check to see if we did get out of position set, but I don't believe we did in 2K24. But it's definitely the most hyped up drop every single year, or at least one of the most hyped up drops every single time it happens. Now, is it good for the game necessarily? That's not what this video is about. Obviously, we're talking about the market, but is it necessarily a good thing? Do we want to see 6'11" point guards like Nikola Jokic at the point guard position? Do we want to see a LeBron at point guard invincible? Like, do we want to see a Hito Turkoglu, for example, at point guard, 6'10"? Do we want to see these absolute beasts at the point guard shooting guard position? I don't know. Like, I mean, I know people get hyped up for that, and it's definitely why, a lot of people like the out of position set because they like just running these out of position cards, and I guess it's a cool concept, but sometimes it's a little bit overpowered. But if that were to happen, guys, and if we do get out of position, talking about the market, the point guard market's going to drop a ton. I know I said it last Friday, or the past couple Fridays, or the past couple Thursdays, I should say, and it hasn't been out of position, but there is only, what, there's only two more sets in season number 6. Yeah, there's only 2 more sets, I do believe. Or is there only 1 more set? No, there's 2 more sets because it's there's 14 days left, so there's obviously tomorrow. Yeah, so there's 2 more sets left in season 6. Now, maybe they want to go out on a bang like they did in season 4, having the all-star set. Countdown, I don't know if that was that crazy of a set. I mean, 'tis the season was probably the most hyped up set in season number 3. So I feel like it has to be either this week, on Friday, or it has to be next weekend, and they go out on a bang and they go out into season 7 without a position. Like, they just have to, because I mean, this season is supposed to be the most classic, best my team sets of all time. Out of position has to be there alongside fan favorites, alongside signature series. After fan favorites is probably the next, most hyped up or most known set in 2K history is out of position. Like, it's definitely up there for sure. And if that were to happen, we are going to be seeing a huge market crash for point guards. And I just want to quickly take a look at the market here, talk about dark matter cards, just look at cards prices and see what cards are going for, and then talk about what I can expect to happen with the market depending if we get an out of position set. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a festival, maybe we see Hall of Fame boxes, or are they just going to wait to season 7 to drop a festival? That's probably a little bit more likely, which is a bit disappointing. I don't know if 2K is going to drop another festival in season 6 because I believe they've done one festival every single season. I don't know about like season 1 or season 2 because I didn't play back then, but we can see in season 3 they did the winter festival. Season 4, I think they did some Lunar New Year festival as well, but they of course did the All-Star festival, which was probably the best festival of the year. Season 5 we did get the Bracket Buster festival, and then season 6 we got the Signature Series festival. So will they drop another festival in season 6? Most likely not, but if they do, that would obviously cause the market to crash a ton. But I think out of position itself, and I think we should get a crazy content drop just based on the fact that This Pantheon set wasn't all that amazing. I mean, there is some good cards in here, like Anthony Davis and Cade are great cards. By no means are they bad cards, but they just weren't like that exciting and that overpowered. And I think 2K is going to have to follow it up with a big name drop. I could see a Ben Simmons. I could see Paul George, Dark Matter, 100 overall. I could see Invincible LeBron. I think it could be Invincible LeBron, or maybe they go for more of a kind of just like decent name player, like they do like a Magic Johnson Invincible, a Larry Bird Invincible. I'm going to make a separate pack predictions video later today going over all my pack predictions, but talking about the market to take a look at some of these cards, I would say the market is just at a normal price. Like I don't think the market is necessarily high, I don't think the market is necessarily low, and I think a great buying opportunity for you guys if you want to buy cards is if we do get a hyped up set this Friday and it gets leaked at 4 p.m. Eastern time, or 2K puts out a tweet basically revealing the top tier cards in tomorrow's set. So if you guys go on Twitter at 4 p.m. and if there's a lot of hyped up names, and especially if it's out of position or if it's looking to be a really good set, go on the auction house maybe a couple hours after, maybe 4 hours after if you're trying to buy a card on bid, or maybe not 4 hours after, but just at least a couple hours after the tweet, so maybe 6 or 7 Eastern time, and try to buy these cards at the same position. I always recommend it because it's a super smart idea to do. Like let's just say we get Dark Matter Paul George, right? Let's just say he's one of the Dark Matters. He'll probably be 100 overall, but let's say he's a Dark Matter, and let's say he can play the shooting guard position like he could on his Galaxy Opal. That means cards like Kawhi are going to go down in price because Kawhi is probably the best Dark Matter shooting guard in this game, and he goes for 500k plus, 600k plus. If we get Dark Matter Paul George, he'll most likely be even better than Kawhi, or at least as good at the shooting guard position. So for example, if you see a card hyped up like that, you want to go in the market on Thursday night, so tonight, to buy those cards if you want a Kawhi Leonard, right? Because those cards are now going to be a lot cheaper. We saw this exact same thing happen with Dark Matter Beasley when he was released to drop in the Prime set. People obviously didn't know if he could play shooting guard or play small forward, but the small forward market dropped a ton. You saw cards like AK-47 going down a ton in price. You saw cards like Dark Matter Tim Thomas going down in price. You saw even cards like Josh Smith going down a ton in price, and that was due to Michael Beasley getting leaked on Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern time, and people expecting him to be one of the best cards in this game. And he was, and he is one of the best cards in this game. So that's something you guys can do as a really good buying opportunity, is if you guys want to look Thursday night to potentially pick up some cards for cheaper, I always recommend that. And if you guys are looking to sell any of your cards, even if there's going to be a bit of a market crash this weekend, the best time to sell is always Saturday morning before King of the Court. It's just the best time to do so because people want to buy the best cards in this game to compete in King of the Court. And if the market's going to crash Friday, the market will be a lot lower. So the best buying opportunities are either going to be Thursday night if it's a really hyped up set, or Friday during the day are easily the two best times to buy. Maybe Saturday afternoon after King of the Court is not a bad time to buy, just because people might be selling their King of the Court cards as well. I feel like a lot of people buy the top tier cards and then just sell them off after King of the Court is done. So if you guys want to buy, either Thursday night tonight is a really good time to do so. Friday kind of afternoon during the content drop is always a good time to do so. And then if you guys want to sell, I'd recommend selling Saturday morning, or wait till obviously Sunday or Monday. That is when cards do go back up in price. But let me know in the comment section down below, what content do you guys think we're getting tomorrow? Do you guys think we're getting a festival? Do you guys think we're getting out of position? Let me know what cards you guys think we're going to be getting tomorrow, and let me know what you guys are doing. Are you guys selling your cards right now? Are you guys keeping cards, buying cards? Are you guys going to look to buy some cards Thursday night, tonight, when the leaks do come out? Let me know all the type of stuff down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.